Adrian Lewis, also known as Jackpot, was once considered one of the most talented darts players in the world. With 2 World Championship titles under his belt, he was a force to be reckoned with on the oche. But then, recently, he made a shocking announcement. He declared that he would be taking a break from the game, marking the end of his 20-year career as a professional player. Due to his recent poor form, he is projected to finish the season ranked 38th in the world. In this video, we'll delve into how he arrived at this point following his back-to-back wins. Adrian Lewis's career began with him being mentored by one of the greatest darts players of all time, Phil Taylor. Together, they honed their skills in their hometown of Stoke-on-Trent. Lewis first appeared on TV screens in 2004 at the UK Open, where he was just 19 years old. In 2005, after reaching his first major event quarter-final at the World Match Play, he then achieved a remarkable feat in winning both the PDPA Players' Championship and the UK Open Scottish Regional titles in a single weekend. In 2006, Lewis made his PDC World Championship debut, reaching the quarterfinals after defeating several top players. He also made it to the last 16 of the UK Open, where he beat Wayne Mardle before losing to Josh McGowan. However, his biggest breakthrough came in May 2006, when he reached the final of the World Series of Darts, losing to his mentor Phil Taylor. Lewis's performance in this tournament made him a major threat in the darts world, and his ranking continued to climb. Despite his initial success, Adrian Lewis struggled to find consistency in his form between 2007 and 2010. He was often unable to follow up on big wins and suffered heavy losses, such as his defeat to James Wade in the semi-finals of the 2007 World Match Play, after beating Raymond van Barneveld in the quarter-finals. Despite losing to Andy Jenkins in the last 16 of the 2007 World Championship, Lewis was selected as a wildcard for the prestigious 2007 Premier League, where he finished 7th. In the 2008 Premier League, Lewis finished 4th in the table to advance to the playoffs, where he was comfortably beaten by Phil Taylor. Don't forget to hit the bullseye so you never miss out on any of our amazing darts videos. Despite setbacks, Lewis managed to win his first PDC Pro Tour event in 3 years at the Austrian Players' Championship in 2009, beating Carlos Rodriguez 6-4 in the final, which included a 9-dart finish. His form on television also improved during this period, reaching the quarterfinals of the Las Vegas Desert Classic, World Match Play, and World Grand Prix. In 2010, Lewis made the last 8 of the World Championship, Players' Championships, and UK Open, before reaching his first televised final on Sky Television in the 2010 World Grand Prix, where he beat Phil Taylor for the first time on television in the semi-finals, but lost to James Wade in the final. Lewis also won 2 more Players' Championships in Crawley and Germany, bringing his overall Pro Tour title tally to 7. Then, in the 2011 PDC World Darts Championship, he faced tough competition on his way to the final, beating the likes of Mark Webster and Vincent van der Voort. In the final, he faced Gary Anderson, and it was a historic matchup. For the first time ever, the winner of the PDC World Championship would not have previously won the BDO World Championship, but Lewis wasn't fazed by the pressure. In fact, he made history by throwing a perfect 9-dart finish in the first set of the match, the first time it had ever been done in a World Championship final. Lewis went on to win the match 7-5, securing the championship title and a place in the 2011 Premier League. At just 25 years old, he became the youngest PDC World Champion and the 5th youngest player ever to win a World Championship. This victory also propelled him to his highest ever ranking of number 2 in the world. During the 2011 season, Lewis won the Premier League semi-final against Phil Taylor, but lost to Gary Anderson in the final. He also hit a perfect 9-dart leg in the European Darts Championship semi-final against Raymond van Barneveld, but lost to Phil Taylor in the final. Lewis was under the management of Keith Deller during the time and went on to win several major finals, including his World Championship win. In the 2012 PDC World Championship, he became the 3rd player ever to successfully defend his first World Championship title after Eric Bristow and Raymond van Barneveld. Despite several near exits, Lewis beat Andy Hamilton 7-3 in the final. His semi-final match with James Wade was hailed as one of the greatest comebacks of all time, as Lewis managed to win the next 5 sets, including 10 straight legs, to incredibly win 6-5, and finished with a 161 checkout. The victory took Lewis's career prize money above the £1 million mark and confirmed his number 2 status in the PDC Order of Merit. Lewis's next tournament was the 2012 PDC World Cup of Darts, where he represented England with Phil Taylor and won the championship. He won his first individual title since his World Championship win at the German Darts Masters in Stuttgart in September. Despite losing to Terry Jenkins in the quarter-finals of the World Match Play, Lewis finished the Premier League season in 6th place. In 2014, he reached the World Championship semi-finals for the second year in a row, but lost 6-0 to Michael van Gerwen despite averaging 99. However, he bounced back to win his 4th and final PDC singles major at the 2014 UK Open, where he defeated Terry Jenkins with an impressive average of 109. Lewis continued to perform well in 2015, reaching the Players' Championship finals and the World Championship, where he hit a 9-dart finish in the first set against Raymond van Barneveld, but ultimately lost in a deciding set. However, his fortunes took a turn for the worse in 2017 when he underwent back surgery and missed several tournaments. Although he reached the semi-finals of the World Match Play, he struggled to progress past the quarter-finals of other major tournaments that year. Lewis's decline continued in 2018 when he suffered a shocking defeat to Kevin Munch in the first round of the World Championship and fell to 21st on the Order of Merit. This meant that he was not selected for the Premier League for the first time since 2010. To add insult to injury, he was fined and given a suspended 3-month ban for an altercation with Jose Justicia at a UK Open qualifier. In 2019, Lewis had a tough loss to Michael van Gerwen in the 4th round of the World Championship, losing 4-1. He had better luck at the Grand Slam of Darts, where he made it to the quarterfinals before being defeated once again by van Gerwen. However, Lewis faced setbacks in 2020 when he lost to Dimitri van den Berg in the 4th round of the World Championship, despite leading 3-1 in sets at one point. Additionally, he contracted COVID-19 and had to withdraw from the World Grand Prix. Lewis started off 2021 with a surprise loss to Danny Baggish in the 2nd round of the World Championship. He also faced controversy in a match against Peter Wright at the Players' Championship finals, where an altercation occurred on stage after the match. In 2022, Lewis lost in the 2nd round of the World Championship to Gary Anderson, but he didn't stay down for long, as he won his first title in 3 years at Players' Championship 20. Although he beat Jose de Sousa in the 1st round of the World Grand Prix, he ultimately lost to Chris Dobie. In the recent developments, Adrian Lewis has decided to take a break from the professional circuit, and this decision came after he withdrew from various events, despite being on the entry list. In his tweet, he expressed his gratitude to his fans and sponsors for their support, and explained that he needed a break from the circuit after more than 20 years of being a professional player. Although this may be disappointing news for fans, it could be the right decision for Lewis. It's worth noting that other players have also taken breaks from the sport and then come back to perform well. Only time will tell if this decision helps Lewis regain his form and return stronger than ever. Don't forget to hit the bullseye so you never miss out on any of our amazing darts videos. See you next time!